Welcome back to Northwest Angling. We are back out, second time this week. So from going from 7 weeks with no fishing to twice in a week. As you can see, I am fishing off a pond today. We're local, so we're fishing over the Liverpool side of the River Mersey. It's absolutely beautiful evening. The sun has been beaming all day. And we have come out tonight to have a go at seeing if we can get some thornback rays. So I've just got here now anyway, so literally just getting the rods up, getting the big rigs ready, the baits out and what have you. So once we've done that, we'll bring you back, we'll get a bait in the water. Right, so we're just going to be using the same tactics as usual for fishing for the thornback rays, and that's fishing on a pulley dropper. We've probably got a hook length of around about 2.5, 3 foot maybe, I'd say, something like that. And this is the first bait just about to go out, and we are literally just fishing on a piece of squid, just straight squid on a size 6 circle. So it's bang on 6 o'clock, high water is 10 o'clock tonight. It's a 28-foot tide, so ideal for here. And there have been a few rays coming about, so the river hasn't been fishing great, but we know that there's definitely rays coming off this venue, which is exactly what I'm targeting tonight. I'm only fishing the one rod. Yeah, hopefully we can get a few rays out tonight. It'll be nice, as I say. I mean, look at the sky behind me. It's absolutely clear. It's blue. The sun's beaming on the side of my face there. It's a really nice evening, and it'll be really, really nice to bag up a few rays. So let's get this first bait out. Right, let's get fishing. Let's get that first bait in the water. So like I say, straight squid. That sun is right in my eyes. Don't need to chuck it out too far here. It's a nice little simple cast for now. Let's hope we see some rays. Well, I'm not the only one down here anyway. There's a couple of other lads just on the opposite side of the entrance to the dock. There's 2 of them fishing up there, so let's see what comes out between us. There's a ratchet going there. Let's have a look at that. So there we go, first cast. Nice little thornback ray, target achieved. Always happy to get your target on the first cast. So yeah, on the dongle, like I say. And if anyone needs proof of how the dongle hooks the thornback rays, there it is. Look at that, perfectly in the lip. And again, on that squid bait. So nice and easy to unhook. He says if he wants to open his mouth. Nope. Anyway, I'll get that unhooked in a minute, but nice little thornback ray to start the session. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's an absolutely stunning evening out on the river. You got the Whittle side over there, the dark side, as the Scousers call it. Yeah, there we go, look at that. There's a Wallasey Town Hall in the background. Camel heads over there. What a belter of an evening. Busy night on the prom, all the joggers. And let's see what's happening on cast number 2. Thought I've seen a bit of a bite on this before, but that seems pretty light, this one. No, nothing on this one this time. And what I've decided to do tonight, I've decided to come out with one of my Century Fireblades, GT 14 foot, just to have a little bit of fun, fish a little bit lighter. Yeah, really like this rod, to be fair. Can't wait to have a go on the hounds with this in the summer. Didn't get a chance last year. Didn't do much hound fishing, to be honest, so in the next couple of weeks when they start to move in, I'll definitely be having a few sessions for the hounds with this. So yeah, there we go, nothing this time. Not sure if I can quite make that out on the camera, but there's definitely a bit of activity there. Could just be a ray sitting on the bait, that nothing positive at the moment, but just tiny little twitches on the tip. So it was happening with the other one, and then the ratchet went, so just let that develop, as I say. Just allow that fish just to take that bait down and nail a dongle in the side of the jaws, as always. Let's hope that develops into another thornback ray. Right, so a bit more of a promising bite on this one. Yeah, I think we've got ray number 2 on here. There's a bit of weed out there, actually. I can see it on my shock leader out there. Let's come off. Yeah, a bit of weight there. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of weight there. Staying quite deep, this one. One thing we were finding, me and Tommy, the other day when we were fishing Anglesey, was quite a bit of that May rot, and it looks as if there's a bit here as well. A little bit of weed in the tide. Not much, but just enough just to see little bits coming up on your line and your shock leader. But this fish seems to be staying quite deep. There it is, it's on the surface now. It's just skimming in. A bit of weed on my shocky. It's a better fish. And there we go. Ray number 2. Just move that over there. And then once again, perfect in the lip with the dongle. We'll have a little look at that in a minute. Get that next bait out. And so, like I say, there we go. Ray number 2. And once again, perfect in the lip. That is the ideal hook hold that you're looking for. And there we go. It's as easy as that. So ray number 2. They're here. They're on the feed. Same size as the last one. It looked a bit bigger in the water, but it's not. It's about the same size. So quick photo and get it back. So the ray fishing in the Mersey on its day can be absolutely fantastic. either on the low water venues or these high water marks over the other side of Liverpool. And just simple tactics, really, simple baits. So you literally just need fish baits. You'll catch them on literally anything. You'll catch them on peeler crabs. My preferred bait, for those who have followed and watched the channel, is a bluey and squid cocktail. That's exactly what's going out next. In fact, what I've used on this one is a sliver of bluey and 3 squid heads. Absolutely ideal. And you just keep your tactics really, really simple. It's nothing difficult about catching thornback rays. I know there's a lot of new anglers who would like to catch one and literally just chuck fish baits at it. You can use your pulley droppers, which is my preferred rig to use. On a circle hook on a dongle, you can catch them on pulley rigs. You catch them on anything really, but you know, if you just chuck a fish bait out, yeah, you know, you're more than likely eventually you'll pick one up. So certainly showing that the river's starting to pick up now. There's been a few bass caught recently. It'll be a couple of weeks until the hounds are in, and the rays are definitely now in the river and they're starting to come in numbers. So yeah, for those who are hoping to catch a thornback ray, get yourself over to Liverpool side over the high water mark. You get them anywhere up and down this stretch, or fish your low water marks over on the Wirral. So you've got the likes of Vale Park, Perch Rock, Behind Bubbles, and even the Rock Channel. You'll pick them up all the way along there. So yeah, get out there and give it a go. Get yourself a thornback ray. That bait's been in the water all of, I'd say, 2 minutes. And we have got the rod tip, there we go, nodding away already. That to me looks like it is ray number 3. So busy little session on the river. So I've been here just over an hour. What time is it now? About an hour and 30 minutes I reckon I've been fishing. And yeah, that to me looks like we could have number 3 on the bank. Let's let it develop and see what's what. There is a bit of weed in the tide, like I said. But that definitely looked a little bit more promising, like a bite more so than it did. Weed on the line. Yeah, it's right there, yeah. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Yeah, something's having a little nod. Yeah, it's woke up now. It has woke up now. It's on the surface right the way up there. There we go. Skimming in. And as usual, what'll happen is it'll get right to the edge and it'll dive. But there's still a bit of weed there. And with all these rays in the river at the moment, they're all very small. They're not big at all. Let's get this in. Oh, well, that one's even smaller again. It looks like a little male, huh? Yeah, little male. And once again, right in the bottom lip. Again, them dongles are just absolutely ideal and perfect for targeting your thornback rays. One of my favourite species to catch these fish. I just think they're absolutely brilliant. Eyes on them are absolutely fascinating. And they can give you a good scrap as well. So, 3rd done on the bank. We're just about to lose that sun behind the clouds over on the Wirral side now, but what a view. What a view. I always say, really, really lucky where we live with the Liverpool skyline. the Wirral has definitely got the better view. But Liverpool get the sunset, which is exactly what's happening now. Right, so it's just gone 8 o'clock. Been fishing for about an hour and 45 minutes, maybe. No, 2 hours maybe, I'd say. We're on the 3 rays, we're getting bites. The sun's about to set. And it is a lovely evening. So you can probably just see the sun setting in the background there over the Wirral. Amazing views. Let's get this next bait out. It's got Raymondo written all over that. Nice squid and bluey bait. So while I'm sitting here just waiting for something to happen, just want to talk about what I'm potentially planning for this year, or what my main target is for this year. You probably heard me say this on a number of videos, but I would like to get my first taupe. I've had pups, I've had loads of pups in the river, £2, but I would like to get myself a decent taupe. So that is definitely my number one goal for this year. I go away on the 5th of May. I'm off for 2 weeks, so I'm away for a week. Looking forward to that. Going to Crete, and then come back, and I've got a week off after that, and then potentially head down to the Llyn Peninsula or somewhere like that and have my first attempt at a taupe. Because hopefully towards the end of May we'll be picking up the keys to the house we just bought, so that's going to be all hands on deck for moving in, decorating and all that stuff, getting the furniture in. So yeah, May's going to be a busy month, and obviously leading into June. So that's my plans. I would like to get a decent bass as well. I'd like to get a £6 plus bass. So for those of you who are watching, what's your target and what's your plans for this year? Let me know in the comments. Right guys, we've got an hour now till the top of the tide. It's 9:15, high water is 10:15 tonight. So the tide started to slow down now, but one thing, certainly in the last couple of casts, is that May rot, that horrible snotty slimy weed, has become a bit of a problem. That last cast then, there was just little beads of it just constantly up the line, and then obviously it gets stuck in your top eye and you shock lead the knot and what have you, so that is a little bit of a pain. I'm still on the three rays. I noticed that the 3 lads that are fishing up on the point, I think they had a ray. Seen them pulling the fish up the wall. So that was on their last cast about 10 minutes ago. So yeah, there's still fish about. But after that first cast, I thought it was going to be one of them nights we just constantly get plagued by rays. But it hasn't to be. But we've at least managed to get a couple out, because I haven't done very well on the river over the last couple of months, to be honest. In fact, I think that potentially is my first fish from the river since November. Yeah, I haven't really done much, and on the sessions that I did do, I was targeting cod and conger eels and a winter ray, but yeah, I haven't done much, to be honest. Most of my fishing's been done in and around Anglesey. So yeah, nice to get a couple of fish out the river. And hopefully we can get a couple more in this last hour. I'm only going to fish it till high water, 10:15, and then that'll be me then. Have a bite to eat, get home, get a shower, get into bed. Back to the grind tomorrow. Right, let's cast. See if we can finish it off with a 4th. Regardless if we do or we don't, I have thoroughly enjoyed tonight's session on the river. Been a little bit of a nemesis for me over the last couple of months, so it's nice to finally get a few fish from my doorstep. That is me done. That is me done. Been a lovely evening on the river. And like I said, it's been nice to get a couple of fish as well. So let's get this in now. Last cast. There's a bit of weight there actually. I don't think it could be in here. There's a bit of weight there. So I'm having a go here. Look at that, last cast. Happy days. Where are we? Another little small thornback ray to end a lovely evening on the Mersey. Let's get that up the wall. Take a quick look at that and then we'll end the video there, I think. Not a bad way to end. So let's... Oh, it fell off. Ah well, never mind, it was only a small one. Again, I think what's happening is sometimes they're just holding on to the bait. I'll just turn my headlamp off. Right, so that's it. I am done. Thanks for watching. It's nice to be back on home turf catching fish, like I say. A couple of thornback rays, 3. Lost that one then, lifting up the wall, just holding on to the bait. And like I say, anyone who's looking to target thornback rays, if you haven't caught one yet, if you're new to fishing, get yourself some fish bait, squid, mackerel, bluey, sardine, anything like that. Pulley rigs, pulley droppers, dongles, doesn't really matter to be honest, you'll pick them up anything and give it a go. High water over this side or low water over on the Wirral, and you will eventually get yourself one. So thanks for watching, we'll see you on the next one.